We request you to settle down, please. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of INOX India Limited, we extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We are pleased to have you join us today to commence the listing of the equity shares of the INOX India Limited on BSE, which is a significant milestone for the company. So let's begin this beautiful day with a round of applause for all of you. And as we proceed, may I request you to rise up for national anthem, please.
Jana mana adhinayak jaya he Bharat bhagya vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. Please take your seats. And on this auspicious occasion, let's know a little more about the company. Well, INOX India Limited is the leading cryogenic equipment supplier in India, and its 30-year legacy encompasses expertise in designing, engineering, and manufacturing cryogenic solutions. INOX India Limited offers a diverse portfolio of products, including standard cryogenic tanks, bespoke technology, and turnkey projects, serving industries such as industrial gases, LNG, green hydrogen, and more. Recognized as India's top cryogenic tank exporter in fiscal 2023, company's global outlook aligns with the rising demand for cleaner fuels. INOX India Limited comprises of 3 divisions: industrial gas, focused on cryogenic tanks and systems; LNG, specializing in equipment for storage, distribution, and transportation; and cryogenic scientific, providing technology-intensive solutions for scientific and industrial research. Collectively, these divisions contribute to INOX India Limited's success in delivering cutting-edge cryogenic solutions globally, and that definitely deserves a round of applause. With a comprehensive LNG product range and groundbreaking initiatives in hydrogen technology, including collaboration with ISRO, the company is well positioned for global market growth. Recent achievements include the production and shipment of liquid hydrogen storage tanks for plants in South Korea. Well, we will now begin this landmark occasion by lighting the ceremonial lamp. From INOX India Limited, may I request all the board members to join us for the lamp lighting. And I also request Mr. Girish Joshi, Chief Listing and Trading Development, BSE, to join the INOX India Limited board members for lighting of the auspicious ceremonial lamp. Can we give all of them a big hand? Let's keep the claps on and the energy high. We wish INOX India Limited all the very best for today's listing ceremony. We can't wait to see how this is gonna begin. Thank you, Girish Joshi, sir, and request the board members to stay back, please. And request Mr. Deepak Acharya, Chief Executive Officer, INOX India Limited, to join us to felicitate the board members with a token of remembrance on this historic occasion. Let's give a big hand to Mr. Deepak Acharya, our Chief Executive Officer, INOX India Limited. Thank you all the dignitaries for lending your hand to begin the event on an auspicious note, and thank you so much Mr. Deepak Acharya, Chief Executive Officer, INOX India Limited, for doing the honors. Let's give the entire team a round of applause. Thank you everyone, please take your seats. And now moving forward, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Salil Pitade, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Axis Capital Limited, to initiate the proceedings. Let's welcome him on stage with a round of applause.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We at Axis Capital take a lot of pride in having been part of this spectacular IPO for INOX India. It's one of the most subscribed IPOs this year, having received over 42 lakh applications, with the QIB category subscribed almost 148 times. Firstly, on behalf of Axis Capital and my fellow bankers, ICICI Securities, and the entire deal teams, I would like to thank the entire team at INOX India, Mr. Siddharth Jain, Mr. Kulkarni, Parag Kulkarni, Deepak Acharya, Pawan Logar, for giving us the opportunity to be part of this historic IPO. I'd also like to thank the stock exchanges, especially Bombay Stock Exchange, for giving us this opportunity, and to SEBI for the continuous support. My memory jogs back to 17 years, almost 18 years back in February 2006, when INOX Leisure listed. Siddharthji and Pavanji, you were here, and it was a momentous occasion. And it continues the journey of value creation that entity and that created. So INOX India began its journey over 30 years back. I just spoke to Mr. Kulkarni, who was the first employee of INOX India at that stage. And since then, the management led by the Jain family and Mr. Kulkarni has taken the company to new heights. INOX India today is the largest supplier of cryogenic equipment and exporter of cryogenic tanks in India, and clearly stands tall as a beacon of innovation in this realm of cryogenic vessels and equipment. With the relentless pursuit that they've had of precision engineering and cutting-edge technology, the company has carved a clear niche for itself in providing state-of-the-art cryogenic solutions. In this rapidly evolving economic landscape, the cryogenic industry clearly holds a lot of potential and promise, and INOX India is poised to capture the immense opportunities that the industrial gases, clean energy, and cryoscientific industry with its in-house technology. Their experience in providing solutions to these critical industries has resulted in a fantastic track record of delivering numerous projects on time, and the dedication to quality has won them the trust of over 1,250 domestic and over 250 international customers spread across 66 countries. And some of the best names globally, like Air Liquide, Air Products, Caribbean LNG, Shell, ISRO, and ITR, to name a few. It's been the vision of Mr. Pavan Jain and Siddharth that has really helped this company to evolve, adapt, and constantly keep innovating. I think the resilience and dedication has not only just positioned the company for success, but clearly established them as trailblazers in this industry. We would not be out here without the tireless efforts put in by the management team, not just on the business side, but also meeting a whole lot of investors across the globe and getting the interest that it has achieved. There have been a lot of historic data points that this IPO has achieved. It's the 5th best subscribed IPO in the history of Indian capital markets in terms of number of applications. In this financial year, FY24, it's the 2nd highest subscribed IPO, garnering a collection of over 62,000 crores. This year, it's also been the 2nd highest number in terms of number of applications, with the 42 lakh applications that it has garnered. In the QIB category, which is the reflection of the institutional interest, it's been the 3rd highest category, 3rd highest subscription in the QIB category for large IPOs of over 1,000 crores. And also in retail IPOs with retail subscription size of over 500 crores, this has been the 2nd largest in terms of subscription, with over 15 times subscription in retail. So lots of firsts, lots of historic moments. To the leadership team, the employees, and everyone associated with INOX India, I offer our heartfelt congratulations on this fantastic milestone of listing, and wish you all a very best as you embark on this new journey as a public listed company. I have no doubt that your journey would continue to inspire all of us and will be a great value creator for a lot of new shareholders that have come into the IPO. May this IPO be the springboard for INOX India's continued success and innovation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Salil Pitare, for joining us on stage and for giving us a positive kickstart to our today's ceremony. Let's give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And now, moving forward, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Siddharth Jain, promoter and non-executive director, INOX India Limited, to say a few words. Let's welcome him with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone. We're missing a few of our colleagues here because their flight got delayed. Hopefully, they'll be here soon. But happy to see everyone here. This is my first experience on this stage, and hopefully not my last. So, Salil, you've already said so many wonderful things. Let me begin by thanking, first of all, Bombay Stock Exchange for having us here and to do our inauguration of our IPO here. I'd like to thank our bankers, ICICI and Axis. Amit, you've been absolutely phenomenal. Deepak, Salil, all of you have been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for all the guidance that you've given us, to the management, how you have painfully gone through this process for over maybe a year and a half, through its ups and downs, and now finally we're here. To the management team, starting from Kulkarni Saab, I've always looked up to you, the way you have led from the front, from day zero. Acharya ji, you as well. Can't say Aya, you're right. Both of you, whenever I visit the factory, whenever I see the work that you all are doing, it inspires me personally to see how you're willing to take on new challenges, which sometimes I would be scared of taking on. So thank you for that and inspiring me always. Finally, of course, this IPO is a tribute to my father, the founder. Without his vision, hopefully we can live up to it going forward. And hoping for a very successful listing today. So thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you so much, Mr. Siddharth Jain, for joining us on stage and for inspiring us. Let's give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And now I would like to invite on stage Mr. Parag Kulkarni, Executive Director, INOX India Limited, to say a few words. Let's give him a big hand. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, everybody, my colleagues, all the bankers, the Bombay Stock Exchange. This has been a great moment, I would say, and a nostalgic time for all my colleagues who have worked for last 30 years tirelessly in terms of bringing the company over here. Well, let me share a few of the kind of emotions, which I'm sure that the colleagues who are with me, who have spent the entire 30 years with me in bringing the company to this stage, is literally we started as a startup, and it would not be an exaggeration that we just bought one flat in Baroda. I was sitting in the kitchen, my colleagues were sitting in some other room, and that's how the company started. The vision was there from Mr. P.K. Jain to see that the words I still remember, that we really want to make the most prestigious company in the line that we want to go. And you know, at that time, Alpha Laval used to be one of the kind of a star company at that time. And the whole objective was to see that we surpass that company, or we just grow to that stature. I'm happy to say that today, with this listing, the recognition has been you know, provided to the entire market, as well as you know, the entire roadshow and the discussions that we had clearly indicates a certain DNA of this company, which has taken it to this extent, and will take it further from this point onwards. We are fortunate that the area of technology that we are in is providing a certain impetus in terms of trying to grow even faster, kind of an accelerated growth, because the cryogenic technology is basically associated with the newer technology, new age requirements which are coming up. And the use of gases in the clean energy as well as in the field of research are really driving this point. There are many applications, be it the space science, be it the large research projects, be it the medical, be it the industrial distribution, be it the clean fuels like LNG and hydrogen. Anywhere where we want to talk about using the gases, I think the larger the scale, the need for cryogenics becomes essential. And what is good is the team that we have has got such kind of immense enthusiasm and the willingness to innovate and willingness to bring about solutions. I tell you, 9 out of 10 cases that we do the business in the international arena, we are probably among the 1 or 2 companies who would have first time tried to do that one. Whether it is a kind of a newer applications, use of LNG for the vehicular applications, or use of LNG in terms of the mini LNG terminals that we are talking about, or even in scientific areas that we are talking about, the scales and the skill sets which have been exhibited by the team are next to none. The key point which I believe are the key strength of this organization, and I have been telling this even during the road shows, that there are 3 pillars that we are working on. One is the strong ability of the technology understanding and understanding the very, very niche area, which hardly any companies in the world would really have this ability. And with the large number of engineers, the potential to understand and then create solutions out of that one is one of the basic points. The second is our systematic manufacturing facility, where you can really have dependability of a transparent way of manufacturing and producing products which would match the best quality in the world, and not once, but consistently able to do that one. And the third, the scale at which we have slowly grown and achieved. These are the 3 important points, because any one of them, if it was missing, I don't think we would have the global leadership. Today, clearly we are one of the leading companies in India, but our vision is essentially to take this to a global leading position. And I would like the team to really get worked up, or not worked up in a sense, to get charged up, to see that we become global number one and not get satisfied with only India number one. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Parag Kulkarni, for joining us on stage and for sharing your valuable inputs with us. Let's give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And now moving forward, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Girish Joshi, our Chief Listing and Trading Development BSE, to share a few words on this special occasion. Welcome, sir.
Distinguished dignitaries and friends from the fraternity, good morning and very warm welcome to all of you present here at BSE's iconic International Convention Center for the listing ceremony of INOX India Limited. On behalf of BSE, I would like to welcome Sri Siddharth Ji Jain, Promoter and Non-Executive Director, Sri Parag Kulkarni Ji, Executive Director, INOX, Sri Deepak Acharya, CEO, INOX India, Sri Pawan Logar, CFO, INOX India Limited, and of course, my friends from investment bankers fraternity, Sri Ajay Saraf and Deepak Nawal from ICICI Securities, Sri Salil Pitale, Axis Capital. Of course, a lot has been said about INOX India, and I was also chatting with Richard, on what is the clean energy, sustainability, and I think the right company we have here. Of course, and just to share something on how the 2003, now we are soon going to end 2023 year, and it has become synonymous with IPO frenzy in India. Companies across sectors are seizing the opportunity moment to tap into capital market, reflecting the bullish sentiment and investor appetite for new offering. Okay, among this, INOX India emerges as a strategic move, aligning with the broader narrative of dynamic and evolving market. It is our privilege and honor to host the listing ceremony of INOX India Limited. We congratulate INOX India on account of the successful public offer of rupees 1459 crores. Of course, this overwhelming response number Salil has already shared. It's nothing but an epitome of its success story, its strong corporate values, as well as impact-driven vision. I think Paragji recently said, it was started as startup. So we have some number. I think it was incorporated as a Baroda Oxygen Limited in year 1976 in December 21. I think today is also December 21. Okay, it's a coincidence that it's a birthday. So company INOX India Limited is the largest supplier of cryogenic equipment in India by revenue in fiscal 23. Our company has over 30 years of experience offering solutions across design, engineering, manufacturing, installation of equipment, and systems for cryogenic conditions. The company has a strong domestic and international customer base. Having shared that, I would like to again congratulate INOX India Limited on the success of their public offer. Now, even to say something about BSE, of course, INOX India will be the newest member in our BSE family, and BSE has almost 5,244 listed company, and over the past 149 years, Exchange has successfully offered efficient capital raising platform to companies in India. And BSE is one of the oldest working public institutions in India, having created wealth to the tune of more than $4 trillion, including equity and debt. At this international convention hall, we witnessed the development of Indian capital market over several decades, first as a trading ring for the brokers in the 90s, and then as a convention hall post-digitization. In this hall, outcry method of trading used to happen. People would have seen the OTT serial scam. Something has been, I think this shot was done from this ring also. Of course, recently also we have launched S&P BSE Sensex, S&P BSE Bankex derivatives contracts, which have witnessed significant turnover and has been witnessing a consistent rise in both turnover and open interest for these contracts. We are confident that by listing on the BSE, INOX India Limited will not only be able to enhance its visibility and profile, but also broaden its investor base to further deepen its line of business, adhering to strong governance standards. And INOX family is also has listed so many entities and also established strong corporate governance standards. BSE looks forward to being INOX India's preferred fundraising partner continually and as it expands its reach and grows in scale. I wish this entity all the very best on account of successful listing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Girish sir, for sharing your joyous thoughts with us on this auspicious occasion. And now, to commemorate the significance of this event, we will now present mementos to our dignitaries. First, Mr. Girish Joshi, Chief Listing and Trading Development, BSE, will present a memento to the INOX India Limited team. Please welcome Mr. Siddharth Jain, Promoter and Non-Executive Director, INOX India Limited. Also welcome Mr. Parag Kulkarni, Executive Director, INOX India Limited, and Mr. Pawan Logar, Chief Financial Officer, INOX India Limited. Let's welcome the three of them with a round of applause. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us on stage. And may I now invite Mr. Ajay Saraf, Whole-Time Director, Head Investment Banking and Institutional Equities, ICICI Securities Limited. And now please welcome Mr. Salil Pitre, MD and CEO, Axis Capital Limited. Mr. Girish Joshi, we request you to stay back, please. And now Mr. Pawan Logar will present a special memento to Mr. Girish Joshi, Chief Listing and Trading Development, BSE. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Girish Joshi, BSE, for joining us on stage and for doing the honors. Let's once again give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And Mr. Pawan Logar will now present mementos to some very special partners whose contribution have been invaluable in the successful listing of INOX India Limited. Please put your hands together for Mr. Ajay Saraf and Mr. Deepak Nawal, ICICI Securities Limited. And now please welcome Mr. Salil Pitre, Mr. Ashish Kumbat and Mr. Amit Jain, Axis Capital Limited. Let's give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And now please welcome Mr. Haigreev Khaitan and Mr. Sudhir Basi from Khaitan and Company. And now please welcome Mr. Arka Mukherjee, J. Sagar Associates. Let's give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And now please welcome Mr. Sushil Samdani, S. Samdani. Okay. Mr. Milind Mehta, KC Mehta and Company, LLP. And now please welcome Mr. Arun Ohri and Mr. V. Subramaniam from Ad Factor PR and Advertising Communication, partner to the offer. Thank you all for joining us on stage, and thank you so much, Mr. Pavan Logar, for doing the honors. Let's give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And now I would like to call upon Mr. Ajay Saraf, Whole-Time Director, Head Investment Banking and Institutional Equities, ICICI Securities Limited, to say a few words. Let's welcome him on stage with a round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. Pavanji, Siddharth, Mr. Acharya, Mr. Kulkarni, Pavan, the entire management team of INOX for this stupendous, I would think, performance in the IPO. And we'll see in next 3 minutes what the price is. And that's all the indications are that it would be a blockbuster listing. And so congratulations to everyone. I think at ICICI Securities, we have been extremely proud to be associated with this IPO. People have given numbers of the subscriptions, and that's a testament of what the market views the management, its corporate governance, its ability to maneuver the company to greater heights in the coming years. And this is something, as I said, the listing is a culmination of, a lot of efforts, but it's also a start of a new beginning. As you embark on your listed journey, For the group, it may not be a new experience. It's already seen a few listings earlier. But for the company, it's a new journey. And I would think as it embarks in its journey to create significant value for its new shareholders, and there's been lakhs of them, I wish all the company to do well and live up to the expectation with the markets have imposed and reimposed through the listing today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ajay Saraf, for joining us on stage and for sharing your thoughts. Let me now invite Mr. Deepak Acharya, Chief Executive Officer, INOX India Limited, for a vote of thanks. Let's welcome him on stage with a round of applause.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm left with only 2 minutes now, so I'll try to conclude very fast. It's truly a great occasion for all of us as we stand at the listing ceremony of INOX India Limited at the Bombay Stock Exchange today. Today marks the beginning of a new journey for INOX India Limited, and I'm honored to stand here representing the entire team of INOX India, being a part of significant moment. We are listed now, and I feel prouder and excited about the new phase of our journey. I would like to take this opportunity to assure the board and all our shareholders that we will remain committed to working tirelessly toward the best interests of the stakeholders. The moment that we are celebrating today is the result of collective efforts of a diverse and dedicated team. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every individuals who have contributed to this event. I would like to begin with special thanks to the BSE. Okay, we'll continue later. Thank you. Okay, no problem. Yeah.
So friends, please remain seated and please do join me in the countdown as the timer strikes 10. Are we all ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! INOX India is now officially listed on the stock exchanges, and this is a huge milestone in the corporate journey of the company. We are grateful to our host BSE, members of the board, the book running lead managers, our shareholders, and our well-wishers who took the time to celebrate this momentous occasion with us. Thank you all once again. And we request you to stay seated as we have cameras behind capturing this special moment. Once again, many, many congratulations, INOX India. Let's give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. We request you to stay seated as we are not done yet. Can we have the bankers on stage? Okay. Can we have the legal partners on stage? So please stay with us, remain seated. Mr. Deepak Acharya will continue the vote of thanks after the pictures. Can we have the senior management from the company to join us on stage? Can we have the entire management team on stage for a picture? And the employees. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to the entire team of INOX. Thank you, the entire INOX team, for joining us on stage. So big hand once again, ladies and gentlemen, and all the very best to INOX. And we would request Mr. Deepak Acharya, Chief Executive Officer, INOX India Limited, to kindly join us back on stage for the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much. After a big ceremony again, I am back with the vote of thanks. I'd like to begin with a special thanks to the BSE for hosting us on this memorable occasion. Your support has been instrumental and we are truly grateful. Thanks to Mr. Giresh Joshi and all the team. I would also like to extend my gratitude to our esteemed board members, Ms. Girija Balakrishnan, Mr. Richard Bukok, Mr. Srikant Somani, Mr. Amit Advani, and very own Pawan Kumarji Jain and Mrs. Nayantara Jain and Mrs. Ishita Jain. Words are not enough to thank Parag Kulkarni sir for his mentorship, his directions, and his profound wisdom. INOX rise would not have been possible without Mr. Kulkarni's devotion, passion, conviction, and commitment. Thanks to Siddharji, you have been steering the team with a full enthusiasm, and your dynamic leadership has really motivated us for so long. We are very grateful to you, sir. Our heartfelt thank you for all the bankers, ICICI Securities and Axis Capital for their untiring support, unwavering support and expertise. We are grateful to the partnership that has contributed to the process of this IPO. I would like to acknowledge the invaluable contribution of our legal partners and auditors from Khaitan Company, J. Sagar Associates, and Mr. K.C. Mehta and Company. A special mention to our auditors team for their diligence and commitment. A big thank you for the Ad Factor PR team for their diligent support and communicating our journey effectively across the country. And I'm extremely thankful to all my members of INOX India team, especially Pawan Logar, Sabir Julka, Vijay Kalaria, Sudhir Sethi, Gautam Gohil, Nitin Jansari, Bhumika Joshi, Vijay Gehani, Kamlesh Mistry, Pratik Gandhi, Ashish Uplenchwar, Bipin Patel, Mr. Vijay Gandhi, Mr. Sandeep Juneja, and Anup Koithode, and all the others who have helped the IPO process directly or indirectly. I am also thankful to Puneet Gupta, Vatsal Bhandari, and Milind Khairnar for their support. In closing, I extend my deepest appreciation to everyone who has played a role in making this day possible. Together, we look forward for future fulfilled, continued support and achievement. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Deepak sir, for joining us on stage and for the vote of thanks. Let's once again give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. And with this, we come to the end of the listing ceremony. But last not the least, let's give a big hand to all of you for taking out the time to join us this morning for this listing ceremony. And please do join us for breakfast, which is served at my left-hand side. Thank you.
Yeah.